Okay, we're going to do the difference in sum of cubes. It's a new way to factor cubics. And we're also going to go over quadratic impersonation is what I call it. Most people call it quadratic form. Okay. So the difference of cubes would be when you have something like this. Two cubics added together. I'll give you this is the pure algebra sense. I'll give you a more mathematical, numerical sense here in a minute. But, so it's the difference. You can factor it. Like that. Okay, so you don't even have to do all the multiply and add gibberish. You can just use this formula in that sense. Oh, quit it. I already know you're bored. You don't have to illustrate it with yawns that last 10 minutes.
That was like half a second.
Okay, so here's an example of a cubic that we can factor with the difference of cubes. What's 8? If you put, so the thing about this is this has to be a cubic. So can I change that to a cubed?
Yeah. No.
What is it, Taylor? Yes, so we would be, okay, so it has to be 2 cubes, the difference of cubes. That's 2 cubics, and then you have to have a difference between them. So now we can factor it. So we're just going to apply this straight through. X minus 2. Because y is 2 in this case. And then x squared plus 2x plus 4. You see where I got all those numbers? I need a response here.
Yeah.
The 4 is 2 squared. Yeah. So the y here, it's a y, but here it's a 2. So everywhere there's a y, we're going to put a 2. Okay. But see the minus and the minus? You don't carry that with it. Just carry the 2. Yeah, so it'd be x minus 2, x squared plus 2x plus 4.
So if the y is on the y squared, y is negative.
Here's, see that negative? See that one? They cancel each other out. So you're just carrying the positive. Okay. All right. So do you think you can handle that? You're just taking numbers, making sure you have 2 cubics, and plugging them in. Okay, here's the sum. It's basically the same. You just have two small changes. Did you get that written down there? Okay, good. What's the difference between that one and the first one?
Plus y.
Yeah, so add instead of subtract, and then right there. That's the only change. Okay, only change. So what about, can I factor that?
A squared.
We need a cubic. Huh? Yeah. So you have to figure out what number is cubed here. Again. Now go ahead and write that out. I want to see where you're at.
X plus 4.
Yeah, that's good. How about you guys? Four squared is not 8. Squared. 4 squared. Good. Check your signs, Logan Olson. Okay, check your answer there. It should, because I just put it on so you can check it. In all honesty, Jesus, I just don't like coming over there to see you. This is close enough. I'm lazy. Okay, take your pick. Nice. Distance. Are you okay with those two? Think you can handle them?
Yeah.
Okay. I showed you this last year. You hated it.
Oh,
Okay, so there's your primer. But remember how much you hated completing the square last year? Let's equate it to being that much easier this year, because you guys got completing the square like that this year. So, yes, hating it, but you're going to be okay because it's not that hard. So this is not a quadratic, right? No. But 4, 2, 0. If I write a quadratic up here, okay, that would be the equivalent quadratic. See, that's 2, 1, 0. This one's 4, 2, 0. So we have multiples of the exponents.
oh, this one you have to fill in. Like if it's more.
So what's this factor?
Which one?
The one on the right.
4 and 2.
Okay, it's 4 and 3, but which one's negative?
Oh,
Wrong.
okay.
Thank you. Okay, so remember, multiply to get negative 12, add to get 1. You guys have that. I know you do. Okay, so here's the difference. Taylor just hit it on the head.
Now I can.
Okay, it's the same form. Oh, that's got to be a squared. But now we have to form x to the 4th, and then middle terms have to form x squared. But it's the same technique. Okay, it's the same technique. How about That one. Yeah, so 6, half of 6, nothing. That's 4, half of 4, nothing. That's the pattern you need. Okay, we're impersonating a quadratic. 2, half of 2, 0. So what would this one be? Which we could also write as that if we wanted, right? So we've just factored it using the quadratic technique, but it's a 6th, whatever the 6th is called. I don't even remember. Okay. Do you think you can handle that? Okay, I tried to show you it a different way last year. Didn't work. Does this work? Okay, just that one tip there. 6, 3, nothing. Has to be half in the middle. Okay. Okay, so difference in sum of cubes and then quadratic impersonation. That's part of your sheet in class today. The other one that I'm going to give you on the back is all of them combined. So you kind of have to figure out which one to use. Okay? So keep those in mind. I'm going to hand you the classwork. You have 20 minutes or so. And then if you finish it, you get to
What questions do we have left to do? This 19 and 20? Yep. Check. Which part's the plan?
Okay, you should be able to do all the odds on this sheet by the end of the hour. Odds. Adds.
What if there's no thing?
Right, so okay, number 1 might throw you off a little bit because I didn't show you one like that, but you know how to deal with those. You do. Yes, you do. If I gave you that, well, how would you factor it? No, you can't take a 2 out. You're making this way harder than it needs to be. No, that's a good thought, though.
What if it got an exponent on the second one? X plus 1.
I choose 2.
Okay.
That's it. Done.
Why the 2?
Because we didn't take the 2 out. We just took the x.
Okay.
That's what you're looking at. Don't make if there's no constant, easy. Reverse the distributive property. You're good to go. That's number 1. Do the odds on both sides.